Once upon a time, there lived a kind-hearted woman who had no children. She wished so much to have a little girl that a good fairy, who saw her longing, gave her a magic seed. The woman planted the seed in a pot and watered it with love. Soon, the seed grew into a beautiful flower. When the woman kissed the flower, its petals opened and out stepped a tiny, beautiful girl, no bigger than a thumb. The woman named her Thumbelina. Thumbelina slept in a walnut shell bed, was covered by a rose petal quilt, and sailed on a lily pad on a plate of water. Her life was cheerful and peaceful. However, one night an ugly, fat toad crept in through the window of the house. The toad, upon seeing Thumbelina, decided immediately that she would make a good wife for his son and kidnapped her in her sleep. They placed Thumbelina on a large lily pad on the lake so she couldn't escape. Thumbelina wept bitterly because she did not want to marry the toad and his ugly son. The small fishes in the lake took pity on her helplessness. They cut the stem of the lily pad, helping Thumbelina escape. Thumbelina began to drift down the river on the lily pad. After a while, she encountered a beetle on her way. The beetle was fascinated by Thumbelina's beauty and carried her up to the top of his tree. However, the beetle's other friends and family found Thumbelina ugly because she only had 2 legs and looked like a human. Succumbing to their pressure, the beetle left Thumbelina alone in the middle of the forest. As the season turned to winter, Thumbelina was about to freeze to death when a helpful field mouse took her into her home. The field mouse provided Thumbelina with a warm home and food, asking in return only that she help with the housework. The field mouse soon introduced Thumbelina to her wealthy and sightless neighbor, Mr. Mole. Since the mole lived in tunnels and had never seen the sun, he was captivated by Thumbelina's beautiful voice and wanted to marry her. Thumbelina did not want to live underground in the dark and never see the beautiful flowers or the sun. One day, in one of the tunnels dug by the mole, she found a wounded swallow shivering from the winter cold. Thumbelina cared for him and nursed him back to health. When the swallow recovered, he offered his gratitude to Thumbelina and suggested taking her to warmer lands far away. Just before she was forced to marry the mole, Thumbelina climbed onto the swallow's back and they flew away, escaping the mole's house. The swallow took her to a sunny country filled with wonderful flowers that bloomed all year. There, Thumbelina met the Prince of the Flowers, a handsome, tiny winged prince just like her. The prince fell in love with Thumbelina. Thumbelina was also very happy to have finally found true love after the toad, the beetle, and the mole. The prince gifted her silver wings. They married and lived happily, flying from flower to flower and returned to Thumbelina's mother. The woman was overjoyed to be reunited with her daughter, and the 3 lived happily ever after.